Something happens when your own son betrays you. Before then, he's your pride and joy. He's just a younger, better version of yourself. And you take great glee in every accomplishment. Every accomplishment he makes as if it was one of yours, and it is one of yours because he is part of you.
And afterward?
Afterward, you watch your back. Because he's just another man who wants what you have. You think he's you when you were young, but he's not. He's not you. He's the end of you.
I'm sorry.
I remember I was a son. There comes a point when the very definition of a father is the thing that's in the way. Well, my day is done. I have nothing you could possibly want anymore.
Just one. Be my best man tomorrow.
Does it matter that I feel very strongly you shouldn't be doing this at all? And that the risk of hurting Taylor is unacceptably high?
I can't ask Thomas. He is standing up for me, but he can't be my best man.
All right. I'll be your last resort. What's a father for?
I don't want to argue with anybody.
We're not arguing. Just come here and sit down and eat, okay? You know, we don't even have to talk.
I just think Hope needs to understand. Most of my adult life, people have been telling me things, Stephanie in particular, that I have no morals, no conscience, no impulse control, and things much worse. I always felt like it was a persecution, and I had to stand up for myself. But there comes a time when you have to look at all of the evidence. What I did to Bridget. What I did to you. Now to Thomas. I don't think those berries changed me into a different person. I think they made me look at the person that I really am. And now it's just too late to change it. I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but I'm not hungry. Sorry.
We told people to come at 10, but you know we won't start on time.
Suppose I have to give a speech.
Just a little one.
Shall I tell about how you and I spent our whole lives competing for a woman's attention, your mother's and Brooke's, and how I was always runner-up?
No, not that speech. Tell about us building a treehouse.
We didn't do that.
Or how you taught me to drive and I steered us off into a ditch.
Your mother taught you to drive.
Then just say how proud of me you are. And look at Thomas when you do.
I'll think of something.
How about we never talk of this ever again?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Is she out there? What is she doing? She'll be okay. No, she won't.
Maybe. Really nice.
Oh, Stephanie, where have you guys been?
Whatever you've been plotting, you spring it on us quickly. Please save us from these excruciating showers.
No, there is still one more game, okay?
Well, but Thomas can't stay. He's a boy.
Yes, he can. He lives here.
Come on.
Come on,
Take a seat.
Okay. What's the game?
The last game is what's the best advice your mother's ever given you?
Oh.
And the winner will receive this hot title straight from the clearance section. How to Beat a Man at Everything.
I need that book.
I want that book.
I could write that book.
Well, we cannot let this fall into Thomas's hands. Daisy, you've got a lot of catching up to do. You start.
Okay, the best advice my mother ever gave me was loving the person means not just loving who they're trying to be, but loving the person who won't let them.
It's a very wise woman.
Well, the only advice my mother ever gave me was to have fun with someone poor, marry someone rich, and thank God I didn't listen to her. Is that me now?
Yes.
Okay. The best advice that our mother ever gave me was that nobody would love me the way that she did. And I pray to God that nobody ever will. Get it?
Okay. The best advice my mother's ever given me was to never cut my hair. Oh, I'm kidding. No, it was to believe in something with all your heart, because belief is the only map we have through life.
Whoa, nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
The best advice my mother ever gave me was don't be afraid to be wrong. Because most of us usually will be.
My mother was not around long enough to actually give me advice that I could remember, but I did have a wonderful surrogate mother who taught me to believe in myself. That was the first important thing she taught me. But secondly, she taught me that life is always good, no matter how bad it is, and that if you just trust and believe and persevere, everything can turn around.
Well, tomorrow will be the fulfillment of all those dreams that you have so patiently waited for. Tomorrow at my house, surrounded by all of the people that love you, you're going to truly understand why it was so important for you to hope against hope for so long. Right? Because tomorrow, things will be again as they should have always been. And you'll have your happily ever after. To see the joy in you, in your eyes, to know how happy you are. Ah, honey, that makes me happy because you deserve another chance with Ridge. And remember the last time that you and Ridge tried to get married? Somebody interrupted that ceremony, right? Brooke came galloping in on a horse. Well, she's not going to do that tomorrow, believe me. Tomorrow, you and Ridge are going to be married. For sure.